The Good Garbage podcast has been brought to you by Pakka. Pakka has been creating solutions in the food packaging, carry, and service space. Pakka utilizes sugarcane residue and upcycles it into amazing products. Their latest offering is a compostable, flexible packaging solution for the chocolate and confectionery industry. The products are available in the Indian subcontinent and in North America now. Pakka is also building an end-to-end solutions for customers in the food service and delivery space. For any query, do email at connect@pakka.com, and Pakka is Pakka.
Hello. Welcome into a September edition of Good Garbage News. I'm the producer of the Good Garbage podcast, Alex Moore. Usually I'm running things behind the scenes as Vade does his interviews with all the amazing guests that we have. But monthly, of course, I also record this Around the World of Packaging, Good Garbage News, where we talk about all the different things that are happening in the sustainable packaging industry and around the world that could potentially affect the future of sustainable packaging. And so every month you can come in and take a listen to this podcast, and it'll have all of your news all in one spot, and you can kind of interact with that and listen to it and learn everything right here on the Good Garbage podcast feed. Something that, is great for anybody who's interested in the industry and wants to learn more about it. So with that said, I want to go ahead and get started in talking about INC 5.2. That, of course, is the Global Plastics Treaty. I've talked about this a lot, but not a lot recently. It was supposed to finish up last year. They didn't end up coming up with a treaty, so they moved into what they call INC 5.2, which is a addition to that fifth and what was supposed to be a final meeting. So basically what happened at INC 5.2, which is in Geneva, didn't exactly end in a success. No consensus was made between the attendees that could ultimately reach on a new draft text, a new treaty. There isn't kind of a plan as they're looking ahead. So there was a lot of criticism on the draft that they were working on in Geneva. And the delegates that were there still found it impossible to reach a consensus on the version that they had. And it's kind of the same story. What they're looking for is that countries should limit or ban plastic products that are likely to enter the environment, are hard to reuse or recycle, or contain intentionally added microplastics. So, of course, this is something that we have been closely following, as it will directly affect this industry. And something that we're hoping for, not only for sustainable packaging, but for the future of human health, is a successful global plastics treaty that truly puts caps on the production of plastic from all the countries and all the businesses that are continuing to produce that plastic. So the treaty says that, design is also very important. That the design process should enhance the safety, durability, reusability, refillability, repairability, and recyclability of plastic products. And leakage prevention and the cleanup of existing plastic pollution are also identified as kind of core areas of interest, while the treaty also stipulates that countries should develop EPR, extended producer responsibility, alongside the increased investment in waste management systems. So there's a lot going on in this bill. It's understandable why it's been difficult to come to a treaty, but also it's been very disappointing that now they've had the 5 meetings and now a 6th meeting, 5.2, and still haven't came to a final treaty. So right now, production caps, chemical control, all that stuff are continuing, as they have been. And INC 5.2 ends without a treaty to stop that. Okay, let's move forward to some industry updates. We'll start with Lunchskins. They're expanding its line of food storage products with an innovation, a home compostable freezer-safe zip-top storage bag made from plant-based materials. They'll be launching nationwide, or they have launched nationwide, in Kroger banner stores, and the new line will debut in sandwich and gallon sizes. They're crafted from materials like PLA and cornstarch The bags naturally break down under home or industrial composting conditions. Lunchskins is manufactured by Three Green Moms LLC, a woman-led company that designs, manufactures, markets, and distributes the brand through natural, specialty, grocery, and mass market channels. SMX, a leader of molecular physical to digital fingerprinting for supply chain transparency, announced a strategic collaboration with Biopackaging, a Singaporean manufacturer of polyethylene, post-consumer recycle, and biodegradable and certified compostable general packaging. The collaboration embeds SMX's invisible molecular marker into Biopackaging's PCR, biodegradable, and compostable product lines during extrusion. Each scan, whether at production, distribution, point of sale, or end of life, writes a tamper-proof digital twin to SMX blockchain platform, giving brand owners and regulators verified proof of origin, material type, recycling loops, and composting outcomes in real time. SMX believes that brands face growing scrutiny over green labeling and packaging end-of-life performance. Integrating the SMX marker with Biopackaging's green solutions can potentially turn every bag into a data-rich asset that proves its sustainability journey. In Western Australia, to transport seafood from the ocean to the markets or the shelves, it has historically been stored in expanded polystyrene boxes. These now have been banned in Western Australia and being phased out, of course, around the world. So the Bioplastics Innovation Hub, in a joint venture between Murdoch University, has partnered with Cast Materials, a Perth biotechnology company, to develop biofoam seafood boxes made from wheat straw. Biofoam boxes fully break down within a few months and improve the organic matter content of soils. The boxes are also lightweight, hydrophobic, and home compostable. Cast Materials is currently raising capital to scale the technology. In preparation for this upscale, BIH researchers are working to develop the entirely waterproof barrier needed to meet their final requirements. Mondi is expanding its range of high-performance barrier papers with the rollout of Functional Barrier Paper Ultimate, a paper-based solution that they say meets even the most demanding packaging requirements. Following its previously announced €16 million investment in state-of-the-art technology at its plant in Solek, Poland, Mondi is ramping up production of this high-performance barrier paper, which offers exceptional protection against oxygen, water, vapor, and grease, with an oxygen transmission rate below 0.5 and water vapor transmission rate below 0.5. According to Mondi's internal product impact assessments, the solution delivers substantially lower cradle-to-grave CO2 emissions compared to conventional multi-layer plastic or aluminum-based materials. Intended for high-barrier applications, the solution is suitable for packaging instant coffee sticks and pod overwraps, tea sachets, dried food seasonings, or cereal bars and bouillon cubes, among others, and ensures long shelf life and convenience. Taki2Go, a Los Angeles-based innovator, has introduced a reusable food container system with on-site smart sanitization to replace single-use packaging. According to the founder of Taki2Go, this plug-and-play solution eliminates costly reverse logistics, enabling real-time reuse in settings like hospitals, schools, and corporate campuses. The system is projected to cut packaging costs by up to 30% compared to single-use options, with a quick break-even point for high-volume locations. It also supports compliance with waste reduction laws like California's SB 1383 and SB 54. Billerud introduces two new carton board grades, Crown Board Carry and Crown Board Light. Designed for strength and moisture resistance, the new packaging materials expand their portfolio. Made from fresh fibers and designed for easy recycling in existing streams, they avoid wet strength additives and they align with upcoming EU regulations that will require packaging to be fully recyclable by 2030. This is touted as Billerud's strongest cardboard ever and delivers top-tier strength and real resistance, which makes it ideal for robust and sturdy packaging. Billerud also says it will help reduce material and logistics costs. All right, that's it for your industry update. If you are listening to this, I'm probably at the BPI conference in Atlanta. So we will definitely hear an update about that conference in the following month's episode in October. Really excited to be at the BPI conference. Had a great time there last year and learned a lot about the state of the industry and, how to successfully make sure that the products that we're making, which are labeled as compostable, making sure that those products are getting composted. And I think that's the end of the life of these products is so important. And I learned a lot about that at the last BPI conference. And it's something that I think can often get forgotten about in the process. And so making sure that if we want sustainable packaging products to fully live their life cycle, they need to be composted. And so that is such an important part of this journey. And it's important to have great relationships with the composters who are doing awesome work. So yeah, so excited to be at BPI. Please, if you have any questions about the conference, if you're listening to this afterwards and we didn't get a chance to chat, please send me an email. You can reach out at alex.moore@packa.com. Moore is Moore. Packa is PAKKA. And of course, listen to the great interviews on the Good Garbage podcast. I know we've had a very good streak of interviews lately, like always. Amazing episodes. So please listen to those if you listen to Good Garbage News. So thank you so much. I will see you next month in October.
Thank you for listening to the Good Garbage podcast. Follow us on social media to never miss an episode. Links are in the description below. I'm your host, Ved Krishna. See you next time.